Determinative conferences and hearings are usually held in the Fair Work Commission's hearing rooms. The Commission has hearing rooms in every capital city, but also conducts hearings and conferences in regional areas where required. Each Commission office has its own location tour on our website, which shows you where our offices are and how to get there. There's a link on this page to take you to these tours. The Commission notifies you about the location, date and time for your matter through a document called a Notice of Listing. This may also include whether your matter will be heard via determinative conference or hearing, or the member may discuss this with you on the day. You'll also be told if there is anything you need to do. These instructions are called requirements. On the day of your determinative conference or hearing, go to the address given on the Notice of Listing and look for the large TV screens of listings in the foyer. These will tell you which floor and room to go to for your matter. You can bring a support person with you, and they can stay with you throughout your conference or hearing. If you need a translator, let the Commission know in advance, and one will be provided for you. This is a hearing room. Hearings and determinative conferences usually take place in rooms like this. The outcome of your matter will be exactly the same, regardless of whether you have a determinative conference or a hearing.
At the end of the day, the tribunal member has to consider all of the evidence, has to apply the Fair Work Act provisions and make a decision. In both a formal hearing and a determinative conference, transcript is taken and there will be a decision formally issued by the Fair Work Commission member.
The level of formality is the main difference between determinative conferences and hearings. Hearings are very formal and structured. The member sits at the bench at the front of the room. The parties sit at the bar table and must stand up to speak. And witnesses are only questioned when they are in the witness box and sworn in. Hearings are recorded for transcript and are open to the public. Determinative conferences are much more informal. Usually everyone sits at the bar table and you don't have to stand up to speak. Everyone is sworn in at the start so they can answer questions at any time. The proceedings are also on the record and recorded for transcript, but they are closed to the public. Determinative conferences are becoming a more common way to deal with applications involving unrepresented parties. Usually, the Commission member seeks the views of both parties before deciding if it is appropriate to hear a matter this way. Many unrepresented parties may find it easier to tell their side of the story through a determinative conference.